Adam, you're watching the broadcast? Is this Adam watching the broadcast? Adam, you watching the broadcast? Hi, Adam, whoever's watching the broadcast, type in chat.
Pick the seat up?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Adam, is that you, Adam, watching, or is it? Okay, are you gonna watch the broadcast still? Are you still gonna be watching this stream?
Yes.
Okay, good. Get ready, we're gonna do the Easter egg.
This is not a battle we prepared for.
The relevant god temple in your game, you're going to want... Hi guys, Mr. Waffles here. This is a no-nonsense guide for you to get the Death of Orion Wonder Weapon, upgradable to the Circuit's Kiss in the map 9 in Black Ops 4 Zombies. To begin with, I highly recommend taking the advice that my buddy codenamed Pizza gives, which is really, you should stay in the spawn for the first couple of rounds of your game and do the first 3 medallion challenges accessible by knifing ropes around the arena. The reason for this is that it's going to give you a pack-punched Z Harmony pistol, and that's just going to make your life a lot easier as you go through all of the steps. It's also generally just a good idea to do those challenges. To kick those challenges off, you need to go to one of the 4 ropes in the starting arena and knife it. You'll then claim some challenges, and a challenge will pop up on the left side of your screen. It might be get a certain number of equipment kills, or knife kills, or consecutive headshots, etc. Do the first challenge, and then go into the central podium of the map and claim your reward from the pillar which corresponds to your set of challenges. So if you knife the rope for Odin, you'll be on the Odin side of that central podium. You'll then get another challenge. You need to do this twice more, and that third reward is going to be the Z Harmony. Once you've done those 3 challenges as well, you'll be able to pick up a pot from the center of the arena. It will be lying on this kind of podium here. You definitely need to grab that as well. If it hasn't spawned in yet, make sure that you've got good crowd affinity. That's the green hand in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, and you can get that by staying alive, getting headshots, and doing those challenges. One quick note here is that if you get anything mentioning the Brazen Bull in those first 3 challenges, then that just means you need to build the shield. That's the name of the shield. I highly recommend you do that because The shield in this map is going to be absolutely invaluable to your playtime, so build the shield anyway. I've got a guide for it on my channel if you need one. It's actually really convenient because for the next step, we're going to be activating Pack-a-Punch, and that means we're going to be running around all 4 of the god corners of the map. So we're going to start off with Ra here. I'm going to hit this gong by holding square to summon the champions of Ra. That's going to then, once I kill the champions of Ra, give me a blue glowing head, and we're going to rinse and repeat. We'll run over to Danu, we'll do the same thing there, getting the champion head. We'll then run over to Odin, do the same thing there, square on the gong, get the champion to spawn in, kill them, get another head, and then finally, Zeus's temple, there's time to spawn for me, kill them both, get a head, and then you're ready to actually open the Pack-a-Punch itself. Now while you're running around those 4 areas, you can grab all the shield parts because you've got all the parts of the map open that have shield parts in at that point. Once you have all 4 of your heads, run down into the temple area of the map. If you can't figure out how to get in there, just run in circles around that underground area and you should be able to find an opening. There are a couple of doors that will be shut, but you don't need to worry about those. There are other ways to get into the temple. Once you're there, hold square on the metal spikes and the heads will get placed on the spikes and Pack-a-Punch will open seconds later. While you're in the Pack-a-Punch room, there are going to be 2 parts for the acid trap which we'll need later on, which we're going to pick up. One of them is a metal chain. To get this one, face the Pack-a-Punch, the front of the Pack-a-Punch itself, and take a sharp left. Then, hook around the corner and you should see the metal chain hanging over one of the flaming torches. The other part we're going to need is a wooden cog. To get this one, from where we just were, go diagonally across the room to the other side and you should find the cog underneath one of these metal braziers in the corner and you can pick it up by, again, just holding square. Once Pack-a-Punch is opened, our job is going to be to shoot over an urn of fire. To do this, come to this kind of metal grid window thing between the Ra and Danu temples, but staying underground. You'll see that there's a pot down this corridor that's on fire, and you're going to want to shoot that a couple of times with your Pack-a-Punch said harmony. It should fall over, and you'll then see fire beginning to swirl up and into the air in that little corridor that you've just been looking down. This is a sign that you've done the step correctly and you're ready to move on. One thing worth noting is if you don't have a Pack-a-Punch weapon, you can also use a frag grenade to knock down the fire. Go above ground now, between the Ra and Danu temples. We specifically want the bridge between those 2 temples. Head onto there and look down towards the central arena of the map, and then down a little bit further, and you should see a fiery symbol, which is actually an arrow. It's going to be pointing towards one of the 4 god temples on the map. In my case, as you can see here, the arrow is pointing towards the Zeus temple. The reason we need to pay attention to this arrow is that it's going to tell us the location of a head, which we need to pick up. It'll go into our inventory, and we'll then be melting it.
Some food companies put smiling cows and green pastures on their packaging, even if they're actually kept in confinement. Not cool. But
it a little bit later in this guide. Pretty wacky stuff. I'm going to show you all 4 spawn locations for the head because there's obviously 1 in each god temple, but you should only have 1 of them in your game. Just follow the arrow and you'll be fine. For Danu, run 2 levels down from the top level of the temple, and once you get in there and you get to the bottom of the stairs, pretty much straight away in front of you, you should see a little black rock. That's actually the head, so you can go ahead and grab it. It will just be floating in the water right in front of you when you exit those stairs. For the Ra temple, you're going to look in one of a few fire pits. It's on the level of the temple that contains the Bowie knife, so you should have the Bowie knife to your right hand side. There'll be fire pits right in front of you, as you can see in this gameplay here, and you'll then be able to just run over to that head once again, hold square, and pick it up. For Odin, we're going to be starting in the pit area of the map and running. If you do so, you'll come across a big cauldron. If you look down, you should, at the base of the cauldron, somewhere around its edge, see the head just right there at the base of the cauldron. For Zeus, if you run down from the top of the temple to the room with the red bath of blood, and then you step into the bath of blood and do a 180, you should see the head lying in the corner here. And if you're confused, just look at all the corners of that bath of blood. Once you've got the head from the relevant god temple in your game, you're going to want to come to the walkway kind of corridor between the spawn area of the map and the Ra temple. You're going to be able to craft the acid trap here because of the fact that we picked up those 3 parts for it earlier in the game. That was the wooden cog, metal chain, and the pot. Once the trap's built, you're going to place the head that you've just picked up down below the trap itself on this metal grate. Turn on the trap and the acid will fall onto the head and it will get melted. When the trap has finished, you're going to want to go back over to it and you should see that the head has melted away into a scorpion which you can pick up. We're not quite at the end of the Easter egg here, but we're very nearly there. Once the scorpion's been picked up, come to the central arena of the map and make sure you've got glowing green crowd affinity. Now I know I've already mentioned this, but I'm going to go into extra detail now, just because I know some people are going to struggle with this step, and I want to make sure that everyone has a fair chance of getting the Death of Orion. Positive crowd. Hi guys, Mr. Waffles here. This is a no-nonsense guide for you to get the Death of Orion Wonder Weapon, upgradable to the Circuit's Kiss in the map 9 in Black Ops 4 Zombies. To begin with, I highly recommend taking the advice that my buddy codenamed Pizza gives, which is that really, you should stay in the spawn for the first couple of rounds of your game and do the first 3 medallion challenges accessible by knifing ropes around the arena. The reason for this is that it's going to give you a pack-a-punched Z Harmony pistol, and that's just going to make your life a lot easier as you go through all of the steps. It's also generally just a good idea to do those challenges. To kick those challenges off, you need to go to one of the 4 ropes in the starting arena and knife it. You'll then claim some challenges, and a challenge will pop up on the left side of your screen. It might be get a certain number of equipment kills, or knife kills, or consecutive headshots, etc. Do the first challenge, and then go into the central podium of the map and claim your reward from the pillar which corresponds to your set of challenges. So, if you knife the rope at Odin, it will be on the Odin side of that central podium. You'll then get another challenge. You need to do this twice more, and that third reward is going to be the Z Harmony. Once you've done those 3 challenges as well, you'll be able to pick up a pot from the center of the arena. It will be lying on this kind of podium here. You definitely need to grab that as well. If it hasn't spawned in yet, make sure that you've got good crowd affinity. That's the green hand in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, and you can get that by staying alive, getting headshots, and doing those challenges. One quick note here is that if you get anything mentioning the brazen bull in those first 3 challenges, then that just means you need to build the shield. That's the name of the shield. I highly recommend you do that because the shield in this map is going to be absolutely invaluable to your playtime, so build the shield anyway. I've got a guide for it on my channel if you need one. It's actually really convenient because for the next step, we're going to be activating Pack-a-Punch, and that means we're going to be running around all 4 of the god corners of the map. So we're going to start off with Ra here. I'm going to hit this gong by holding square to summon the champions of Ra. That's going to then, once I kill the champions of Ra, give me a blue glowing head, and we're going to rinse and repeat. We'll run over to Danu, we'll do the same thing there, getting the champion head. We'll then run over to Odin, do the same thing there, square on the gong, get the champion to spawn in, kill them, get another head, and then finally Zeus's temple. There's time 2 spawn for me, kill them both, get a head, and then you're ready to actually open the Pack-a-Punch itself. Now while you're running around those 4 areas, you can grab all the shield parts because you've got all the parts of the map open that have shield parts in at that point. Once you have all 4 of your heads, run down into the temple area of the map. If you can't figure out how to get in there, just run in circles around that underground area and you should be able to find an opening. There are a couple of doors that will be shut, but you don't need to worry about those. There are other ways to get into the temple. Once you're there, hold square on the metal spikes and the heads will get placed on the spikes and Pack-a-Punch will open seconds later. While you're in the Pack-a-Punch room, there are going to be 2 parts for the acid trap which we'll need later on, which we're going to pick up. One of them is a metal chain. To get this one, face the Pack-a-Punch, the front of the Pack-a-Punch itself, and take a sharp left. Then, hook around the corner and you should see the metal chain hanging over one of the flaming torches. The other part we're going to need is a wooden cog. To get this one, from where we just were, go diagonally across the room to the other side and you should find the cog underneath one of these metal braziers in the corner, and you can pick it up by, again, just holding square. Once Pack-a-Punch is opened, our job is going to be to shoot over an urn of fire. To do this, come to this kind of metal grid window thing between the Ra and Danu temples, but staying underground. You'll see that there's a pot down this corridor that's on fire, and you're going to want to shoot that a couple of times with your Pack-a-Punch said Harmony. It should fall over, and you'll then see fire beginning to swirl up and into the air in that little corridor that you've just been looking down. This is a sign that you've done the room to the other side, and cog underneath one of these metal braziers in the corner, and you can pick it up by, again, just holding square. Once Pack-a-Punch is opened, our job is going to be to shoot over an urn of fire. To do this, come to this kind of metal grid window thing between the Ra and Danu temples, but staying underground. You'll see that there's a pot down this corridor that's on fire, and you're going to want to shoot that a couple of times with your Pack-a-Punch said Harmony. It should fall over, and you'll then see fire beginning to swirl up and into the air in that little corridor that you've just been looking down. This is a sign that you've done the step correctly and you're ready to move on. One thing worth noting is if you don't have a Pack-a-Punch weapon, you can also use a frag grenade to knock down the fire. Go above ground now between the Ra and Danu temples. We specifically want the bridge between those two temples. Head onto there and look down towards the central arena of the map, and then down a little bit further, and you should see a fiery symbol, which is actually an arrow. It's going to be pointing towards one of the 4 god temples on the map. In my case, as you can see here, the arrow is pointing towards the Zeus temple. The reason we need to pay attention to this arrow is that it's going to tell us the location of a head, which we need to pick up. It'll go into our inventory, and we'll then be melting it a little bit later in this guide. Pretty wacky stuff. I'm going to show you all 4 spawn locations for the head, because there's obviously one in each god temple, but you should only have one of them in your game. Just follow the arrow and you'll be fine. For Danu, run 2 levels down from the... There's obviously one in each god temple, but you should only have one of them in your game. Just follow the arrow and you'll be fine. For Danu, run 2 levels down from the top level of the temple, and once you get in there and you get to the bottom of the stairs, pretty much straight away in front of you, you should see a little black rock. That's actually the head, so you can go ahead and grab it. It will just be floating in the water right in front of you when you exit those stairs. For the Ra temple, you're going to look in one of a few fire pits. It's on the level of the temple that contains the Bowie knife, so you should have the Bowie knife to your right hand side. There'll be fire pits right in front of you, as you can see in this gameplay here, and you'll then be able to just run over to that head once again, hold square, and pick it up. Your game. Just follow the arrow and you'll be fine. For Danu, run 2 levels down from the top level of the temple, and once you get in there and you get to the bottom of the stairs, pretty much straight away in front of you, you should see a little black rock. That's actually the head, so you can go ahead and grab it. It will just be floating in the water right in front of you when you exit those stairs. For the Ra temple, you're going to look in one of a few fire pits. It's on the level of the temple that contains the Bowie knife, so you should have the Bowie knife to your right hand side. There'll be fire pits right in front of you, as you can see in this gameplay here, and you'll then be able to just run over to that head once again, hold square, and pick it up. For Odin, we're going to be starting in the pit area of the map and running up towards his temple, and as we do so, you'll come across a big cauldron. If you look down, you should, at the base of the cauldron, somewhere around its edge, see the head just right there at the base of the cauldron. For Zeus, if you run down from the top of the temple to the room with the red bath of blood, and then you step into the bath of blood and do a 180, you should see the head lying in the corner here. And if you're confused, just look in all the corners of that bath of blood. Once you've got the head from the relevant god temple in your game, you're going to want to come to the walkway kind of corridor between the spawn area of the map and the Ra temple. You're going to be able to craft the acid trap here because of the fact that we picked up those 3 parts for it earlier in the game. That was the wooden cog, the metal chain, and the pot. Once the trap's built, you're going to place the head that you've just picked up down below the trap itself on this metal grate. Turn on the trap and the acid will fall onto the head and it will get melted. When the trap has finished, you're going to want to go back over to it, and you should down from the top of the temple to the room with the red bath of blood, and then you step into the bath of blood and do a 180, you should see the head lying in the corner here. And if you're confused, just look in all the corners of that bath of blood. Once you've pretty much straight away in front of you, you should see a little black rock. That's actually the head, so you can go ahead and grab it. It will just be floating in the water right in front of you when you exit those stairs. For the Ra temple, you're going to look in one of a few fire pits. It's on the level of the temple that contains the Bowie knife, so you should have the Bowie knife to your right hand side. There'll be fire pits right in this gameplay here, and you'll then be able to just run over to that head once again, hold square, and pick it up. For Odin, we're going to be starting in the pit area of the map and running up towards his temple, and at one of a few fire pits. It's on the level of the temple that contains the Bowie knife, so you should have the Bowie knife to your right hand side. There'll be fire pits right in front of you, as you can see in this gameplay here, and you'll then be able to just run over to that head once again, hold square, and pick it up. For Odin, we're going to be starting in the pit area of the map and running up towards his temple. And as we do so, you'll come across a big cauldron. If you look down, you should, at the base of the cauldron, somewhere around its edge, see the head just right there at the base of the cauldron. For Zeus, if you run down from the top of the temple to the room with the red bath of blood, and then you step into the bath of blood and do a 180, you should see the head lying in the corner here. And if you're confused, just look in all the corners of that bath of blood. Once you've got the head from the relevant god temple in your game, you're going to want to come to the walkway, kind of corridor, between the spawn area of the map and the Ra temple. You're going to be able to craft the acid trap here because of the fact that we picked up those 3 parts for it earlier in the game. That was... You get in there and you get to the bottom of the stairs, pretty much straight away in front of you, you should see a little black rock. That's actually the head, so you can go ahead and grab it. It will just be floating in the water right in front of you when you exit those stairs. For the Ra temple, you're going to look in one of a few fire pits. It's on the level of the temple that contains the Bowie knife, so you should have the Bowie knife to your right hand side. There'll be fire pits right in front of you, as you can see in this gameplay here, and you'll then be able to just run over to that head once again, hold square, and pick it up. For Odin, we're going to be starting in the pit area of the map and running up towards his temple. And as we do so, you'll come across a big cauldron. If you look down, you should, at the base of the cauldron, somewhere around its edge, see the head just right there at the base of the cauldron. For Zeus, if you run down from the top of the temple to the room with the red bath of blood, and then you step into the bath of blood and do a 180, you should see the head lying in the corner here. And if you're confused, just look in all the corners of that bath of blood. Once you've got the head from the relevant god temple in your game, you're going to want to come to the walkway, kind of corridor, between the spawn area of the map and the Ra temple. You're going to be able to craft